And fair to say, I think they admitted that earlier when I was talking with David Mundy. Everybody ropes to Big Sandy anyway.
I think you're right.
Just a mess in there. So we're set to go. Friday night football. A grand final rematch. Opening bounce. Sandilands goes under the football. Mundy got a hand to it. Mitchell, early possession. That's good for him. Gibson slips it away. Duray, left centre wing, looks inside the forward 50. Penetrating kick, clears the pack. It runs towards the boundary. Gunston goes at it. Sutcliffe takes it across the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in.
Interesting to start here, Dennis. This is the match-up between Mitchell and Crowley. Already some physical presence. Mitchell actually went to Crowley. Crowley dictated the start point, but we'll watch that unfold as the game develops.
And so Sandilands just won the tap. Segler against him. There is Mitchell. Just a little nick on the lip. Crowley so close to him. It'll be a talking point all night. Bruce trying to barge through Mzungu, one of the tacklers, along with Duffield. So it looks like Langford's going to run with Duffield as a forward defensive player.
Was there a head clash when he tried to tackle back in the centre moments ago?
He's going to kick a goal, I think, Mitchell. No. Well, there was. I mean, there was a bump that was not completely unlike what we saw earlier. Here we go. Oh, no, just a head clash.
Well, he's tried to tackle. That was the point I think we were making pre-game. To come at that side is difficult to tackle because you almost go through the body and beyond.
So is anyone in trouble, do you think?
No. Well, shouldn't be. Rough head. Birchall sends it down towards full forward. Big leap down there. Spills off the hands of Gunston, taken by Rioli. And he doesn't miss. Bruce should have called it.
Well, just carrying on from last week, isn't he?
Ah, terrific.
What's he got, Ted? He's got 2 goals in about a minute and a half, hasn't he?
He's on the clock. How clean was this? And it was behind him too, wasn't it? That was terrific. It was back over his right shoulder. Just watch this. Takes it cleanly, beats a man. All too easy, Bruce.
Fantastic timing, isn't it? I mean, the ability to know when to accelerate when you know the ball's coming off the hands. That's what the best crummers do. Rioli's certainly got that great talent.
So a good start for the Hawks. So the blood draw. So Mitchell is going to come from the field.
It's actually watching just that first stoppage in the forward pocket for Hawthorn that Mitchell looked to block for Bruce. I mean, he'll use the Crowley matchup to try and do that.
Matthew?
Yeah, it's interesting before the game. Bruce was talking to a couple of the players out on the ground and talked about the Fyfe bump, and I said, what's the instruction now? Do you bump? And they're saying, no, you just got to tackle. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight.
Well, on that occasion, quite clearly, Chris Mayne's gone in with the intent to tackle, so he's following instructions without a doubt. Nothing in that incidental head contact.
So Rioli with a goal, and Hawthorn with the first score of the match. Hale talked about his milestone 200th game, 71st for the Hawks tonight. Simkin had it smothered by Neil, and the Mzungu forward, Chini Pavlich. I didn't think I'd be saying that, Chini against Pavlich at the start of this season. Lewis, Puopolo and Spur, they would have played against each other in Adelaide, I reckon. Norwood and Central, so would have been two of the most successful teams. Norwood have won the last couple of flags since Poppy's been here, but Lee Spur was part of the back end of the Roy Slade incredible situation at Central District. Did I say Roy Slade, did I? Yeah.
Tuggle down there. Sorry, I was fidgeting with some papers. The ball comes in short and the mark is taken by Hale.
I was thinking of Roy and HG, but I was thinking of Roy Laird.
Roy Laird, a disciple of Tony Casserly.
That's why I said it, Dennis.
This is where Hale could really get into his own. If he can get into the forward line because he's a good forward and make Sandlands defend, if he can kick his 2 or 3 goals, I reckon the being dominated in the hit-outs will be more than compensated.
Gee, they've started well. David Hale. No certainty from here. Man on the mark. A tall man who's about 40 metres out. Hale from the line. Loved it as soon as it left the boot. How sweet is that? Hawthorn flying.
Really is a very reliable kick on goal, David Hale, is he? You see a lot of ruckmen go forward, a bit cumbersome when they've got ball in hand, but he'd be as straight a shot as any of the big men in the game, I think. It keeps it pretty complicated, provides a fantastic target, although McAvoy's not playing tonight, with a 1-2 punch with Hale and McAvoy, and then Roughhead as a genuine utility. It's as good a three tall combo as there is going around.
Tom, were you playing that day for Geelong when he kicked 8 against you for North Melbourne?
I was. It was down at Geelong, and we won the game comfortably. But he just knows his way inside a forward 50 exceptionally well, presents up and kicks straight, most importantly.
So it's the dream start, isn't it, for the Hawks? I mean, Rioli, everybody's favourite, and then the milestone man. Yep. So fast start. So 2 goals against Freo in 4 minutes.
Well,
I mean,
debate the motivation incentive. Well, in terms of the energy taken out there, the Hawthorn have had it the first few minutes.
I mean, they don't get 2 goals against them in a half normally. Richo?
Yeah, he's the everywhere man, Burgoyne. He started in the back line tonight, and he's playing on Hayden Ballantyne. So we talked about him pre-match. He can go into the middle, go forward, but on Ballantyne at the moment.
Sandilands wins this one. Hale grabbed it, though. Puts it backwards slightly out towards the outer side wing. After it goes Brad Hill. Gathers close to the boundary. So good by foot. Half volleyed by Burgoyne. On the overlap is Suckling. Down towards half forward. Look at bouncing football. Off spur. Downward Hill. Well done. Hale gave it to Simpkin. Duray kicks into the oncoming Docker. Ricochets back towards the boundary. Gibson there to cover.
Stops and props and then kicks to Shields. So this has been a terrific start. And then again for the 3rd time in about a minute, the ball smothered or kicked into a Fremantle player. Ibbotson down the line. Here is Ballantyne. Burgoyne trying to corral him, and then Ballantyne. That's a good looking kick, but Spanger cut across in front of Hannah.
High tackle.
Courageous mark. Gee, that was solid at the end, and again a dangerous kick, and Ibbotson again with a chance now to cut it off.
Right half forward, inside the forward 50. Towards the boundary, Hannah and Spanger. Spanger takes the ball across the boundary line. Made his way back into the Hawks team late last season. Played well when we saw them.
That was an example of the editorial pre-game, Dennis. You can unluckily spoil him in the head, but don't unluckily bump and hit him in the head.
Boundary throw-in, yes. Hard to imagine elite athletes missed by that much.
Gee, you knew what you were talking about then, didn't you?
Got lucky tonight, Bruce.
Smith's kick. Not for the first time, then. Spur, Sutcliffe, Ibbotson. First game for him at this level this year. Bruce goes back. Hill. Neat looking kick. Simpkin. Played in 2 premierships last year. Simpkin releases. Bruce, he got squeezy at the end. Floats it forward. Not a great kick. Johnson. Still Johnson. Segler doing well here. Just kept him honest. Duffield back to Johnson, who's the only All-Australian in their team last year. And that's a floating kick, not a good one. Birchall gets it away.
Did well a second time too. Got it back from Gibson. Bacon goal square. Goes through at about head height. Just misses. Dangerous player running off half-back.
Just reactive at the moment, Fremantle, on that last passage of play, bringing the ball in. Hawthorn going, Freo going one-on-one, not setting up the free player behind the ball.
Smith crumbing inside the centre square. Tries to push it through. Johnson's legs prevent that. Then the umpire will ball it up. Attacking side of the centre square for Hawthorn. They lead by 13. And certainly have done most of the attacking. Neal, a half chance. Hill hurriedly touched off the boot down towards half forward. Back goes Ballantyne. Well, the footy barracks for the Hawks. Burgoyne towards half forward, and then it runs out of bounds. Nearest guy to it was the Dockers, so no luck there for Fremantle. Boundary throw-in.
Pretty good crowd built up here. It was beautiful on the ground pre-match. Not too cold and not much of a breeze. Sandilands wins, but Shields roving it and then setting to full forward. Where's Ruffy and McFarlane? Gunston was at the back. Duffield, he's got a couple of Hawks to beat now. Spur keeps his feet for the moment. That ball not quite coming out now. Ruffin, and he's kicked a goal. Oh yes, the ball and the gods do barrack for the Hawks right now. Well, he hasn't done a lot in the last 2 weeks, Ruffy, but everything he's done has been memorable. Remember the goal over the head, the one-handed mark on that one. Gee, this now, Lee, is a sort of serious start, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you get 19 points, and all of a sudden, Hawthorn have just looked so much better the first 5 minutes. It's not the Fremantle that we've come to expect, where it is the Hawthorn we've come to expect. We forget the personnel out there. They've dominated the ball with him.
Just even on that occasion there, you see Luke Bruce, he was there for the hand pass. I just get the sense, Lee, that Freo are just off their guard a bit at the moment, playing very reactive football.
Hawthorn just winning all the contests currently.
Sigler got his fingertips to it, fell at his feet. Langford slung as he kicked. Crozier coming off the line. De Boer missed the football. Langford's got it again, and the umpire whistles it up. This is the first time this season the Dockers have conceded 3 goals in a quarter. There's 14 minutes to go. Remarkable. Mitchell in the thick of it. Suckling falling to the ground. Giray goes with the outside of the boot. It floats down towards half forward. Now will it bounce? Pearce comes on Hill. Hill pushes the ball out of bounds and will have a throw in.
Been lively, Hill, but he's not alone. He's had a lot of teammates doing the same thing. 58 hit-outs for Sandilands last week. But not that one. That one falling short. De Boer. And then Subin getting a bit on it, actually. And Burgoyne had to search for it. It was a hard one to get, and then punched over the line. Wayne, you're up here with us. I mean, if you're Ross Lyon right now, I mean, you're 3 goals behind.
Yeah, right now, there's not much Ross Lyon can do, and it's really up to the leaders out on the ground. They've been a little bit fumbly. Hawthorn much cleaner, Bruce.
Sigler knocks it down, taken by Mitchell. Walters did well. Mundy off his step, floats it inside the forward 50. Gibson, so good, knocks it away from Pavlich. Birchall doing the crumbing, confronted by Main. Into the path of Stanger. Giray's got it now. From the kick-off line, showed a lot of the ball to Duffield. Duffield got there a step late.
On the ball, straight away, Mark's here.
Smith's got the free kick. To the boundary line, just inside that boundary line, Giray. Chips it back inside to Suckling. Really misses a target. Well, maybe I could have got that one. Spanger across the ground. Shields has it. Lewis, the defensive side of the wing. Mitchell wants it in the middle, didn't spot him. Goes down towards half forward. Sigler leads in the race. Closing him down is Sandilands. The earth shook, and the ball will be thrown in.
So Hawthorn on attack. They're under pressure a moment ago. Interesting at the back there. How they were able to get themselves out of it. Sandilands belting Burgoyne, just a fumble, and then puts a hard tackle on Walters. Hill got it from Suckling, sits it up to centre half forward. Roughhead sets himself. Puopolo at the foot of it. Good kick, rolling through. They've got 4 now. Well, I don't think anyone who even picked Hawthorn saw this coming. I mean, you don't kick 4 goals against them in a half sometimes.
Terribly really proactive, as you'd expect him to be. And I reckon it's almost led by Mitchell. He knows he's going to have the Crowley matchup, but he's really on the move around the stoppages. He's sort of ready for Crowley trying to get the strong body pushing into him, and that's sort of just he there. Hawthorn are very much ready for Fremantle tonight.
Tom, this was Spanger in the defence there a moment ago. I mean, it's a little push-up. I mean,
had the hands underneath it. Probably was a throw there. Bruce, they'd be raining on the parade of what the Hawks are doing at the moment, aren't they? They're just all over it. And Fremantle, such a well-structured, well-drilled side, look genuinely out of sorts at the moment.
Langford grabs the footy, goes to Roughhead. Roughhead kicks inside the forward 50, tracking it to the pocket. Rioli fingertips to it. Ball goes out of bounds. Providing another opportunity, though, for the Hawks with this throw-in. Sandilands is struggling to get his hands to the ball at the moment. Did that time, but Roughhead came in to steal it. Now he's claimed about 15 metres out from his attacking goal. Umpire wants it. 25 points the margin. Still not halfway through the opening term on Friday Night Football. Smith with the head down. Subin did well on his knees to his feet, but couldn't find a way through.
It's the opening match. Subin back in last week in the wet one. So the third man up effective. Bruce taking a chance and then whipping the handball back. Gunston gets it back. Birchall can goal from there, and he does. They've got 5. Yep, they've got 5 in 11 and a half minutes against the Dockers. Well, we'll get Josh on the book here. Ross Lyon, first quarter goals against. You can do anything you like, Lee. There's a statue of you at the MCG. Do what you like.
They've been magnificent, Hawthorn, haven't they? Yeah, they've just completely grabbed hold of the game, winning the ball, using it well like they always do.
Converting too, Lee.
Overwhelming Fremantle, yeah, and converting. 5-1, had the shots, taken them.
We all marvel at how strong Fremantle are defensively, but if you look at this bit of vision here, they're just giving all of the Hawthorn forwards just too much space. It was first Bruce, Rioli had space, and Birchall coming off. You've got to know that he's a weapon from outside 50. That's just not good enough so far.
Hale decisively down to Burgoyne. Langford slips away again. One-way traffic, long kick inside the forward 50. Spur leads the race. Uopolo passes him. He's very competitive. He comes unvarnished, and the ball will be thrown in inside the 50.
An unbelievable effort by Hawthorn here. Fremantle have not marked the football yet. It just shows their dominance. They're winning it in close, and then they're not giving it back.
Sandilands again, Rioli, wide of the pack, McFarlane hurriedly onto the boot. Mitchell favoured by the kick. That was a very clever mark. Swings it back towards full forward, not his best effort. Easy mark taken down there by Duffield. Grant Birchall loves playing against the Dockers. Here's McFarlane. He kicked the last goal, not McFarlane, but Birchall. Here's Johnson. 26 possessions in the grand final, Birchall. A career-high 37, and it came against the Dockers. Neil kicks them forward.
And they haven't been there too often tonight, have they? But Ballantyne read it well. Good-looking kick from Ballantyne. Gives Crowley every chance. They really should get a goal out of this. He's got some time to set up. Well, it was almost a 50-50 in the end. I reckon he could have had a shot from there. Spanger getting it back from Shields. Goes down the line. Oh, I hope this stays in. It does. Keep going. Oh, yes. Now it gets really interesting. Two bounces. He'll caress it down someone's throat. And he does. And they've got 6. Yep, 6. Oh. Hey, Richo, there's only one team has kicked 6 goals against Ross Lyon's Dockers in the first quarter. Melbourne, believe it or not. Hawthorn have now joined them.
Well, that was unbelievable. Crowley was free forever down there. They couldn't get it to him, and then it was just whooshed down the other way. But it took brilliance. Cyril was amazing, but don't forget Puopolo's tap. It was sensational by him. End-to-end stuff from the Hawks.
There's a psychological point as well. Crowley had an opportunity to kick a goal on Mitchell as a defensive forward. And when you don't do that, you take a 50-50 option in a really dangerous part of the ground, which provides Hawthorn with an opportunity to repel.
It's that close with the ball bouncing up into Crowley's arms, and he just kicks an easy goal. But the ball, Hawthorn are outplaying Fremantle, but the ball's not doing him any favours either.
Mundy out of the middle towards half forward. Birchall, strong tackle, got him down. Mundy comes again. Lively hands, missed the target though. Cheney did well. Langford knocks it to Suckling. Suckling tumbles it inside the forward 50. Going back is McFarlane. 12 games for Hawthorn a long time ago. Sets it up. Pavlich, strong mark.
Arm chop! Matthew Pavlich! Time on!
Well, if you missed the start and you just walked in, you've missed the story so far. Pavlich goes short to Neil. It's a remarkable story. The margin 37 points Hawthorn's way. No McAvoy tonight. Neil goes back. Fremantle trying to regain some composure. Here's Duffield. He got it from Johnson. Even he was under pressure. Goes to McFarlane. Johnson goes across again, providing a short pass. He'll get it now. Man bearing down. Hawthorn running hard. Johnson eventually has the numbers to the outer side. Crowley. He's ball quicker than the iron sheet. He's got the ball on the wing.
Don't see a Ross Lyon team rattled too often. I reckon they're close to rattled right now. It's just no confidence. Hill got it from Birchall to Lewis. A fumble and a boundary throw-in. But that was a couple of mistakes by Hawthorn. But up until now, they have been so clean. And, well, they didn't get a goal in the opening quarter of the grand final. In fact, if you really delve into it, it's quite a remarkable story, them against Hawthorn first quarters, but it takes too long to tell right now, and there's too many good things happening, but it is a story. Puopolo, Smith running hard, didn't get the kick away. Somebody for the Dockers has got to do something here. Smith with a high ball. Johnson and Bruce. Oh, well done, Johnson, because that was over the back almost. And then off a step down the line.
Crowley in front. Mitchell relishing the reversal of roles there. Comes it out of bounds. Not bloodied by Crowley. Another throw in. Guys who get tagged love that situation. Maybe just a bit higher, a little bit slower, and you're about 10 metres behind. A little contact never hurt anybody. There goes the kick from Lewis, as we've seen tonight. The ball bounces out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. Or was that deliberate?
Deliberate.
Oh, wow.
So Sutcliffe. Lewis a bit nonplussed. So he goes down the line. Pavlich a target. Spanger across. Every time, Dennis, you talked about Spanger, we see Spanger, he plays well. He was at West Coast, he was at Sydney, he was here. He's averaged 6 games a season in his career over about 7 years. So he made the qualifying final last year, played all right, didn't get to the prelim on the grand. It must be frustrating for him, but he's an athlete. Walters looking for a high contact, didn't come. Hale got Subin down. Hill just held up and then did pretty well, actually, getting it back. Sandilands, Ibbotson, and then Sutcliffe. No poise at the moment for the Dockers, though. Lewis, he'll just bang and torpedo and get a lot on it. Now, this could get over the back. Doesn't quite. And well played, McFarlane. Tom, you talked about him pre-match with Richo. I mean, how do you rate him as a big defender in the last decade?
Oh, I think he's right up the top of the tree with guys like Matty Scarlett. He's got a great ability to play tall and small, and he's actually standing up pretty strong here under some extreme pressure.
That was a beautiful kick by Subin. Now Hill's away, having missed the mark, goes right across the ground, bounces outside the 50. Walters, always dangerous, 60 metres out, spears one in. Missed by Ballantyne on the half volley. Ballantyne with wonderful courage. Ritten found the football. Walters, now a chance for Mundy. Leaders in the clear, needs to kick a goal. Hit the post! Well, the first thing they should do is kill this football.
There's a battle of the brothers there a moment ago. And the older one winning. Well, he looked home there Monday, didn't he? Subin. Now a chance. Hill lowers the eyes. And good mark. Well, not paid. Thought he might have hung on there. The skip. Mitchell back. Walters. And again, it's out on the fall.
Lee, it's probably too much of a cop-out to suggest Fyfe and Barlow out of the side have unsettled them that much. What do you take from Freo's performance so far in terms of just their poise with the footy?
Well, they're not neither poised with the footy because now the scoreboard pressure's on them. I mean, they've averaged about 9 or 10 goals against them. Already they've had 6 before quarter time, so they've got that pressure on them as well.
Here's Hill. Does nicely. Got it from Sandilands. Long ball down towards full forward. In from the side, Pavlich. About 4 goes. He's taken the mark. Stretching every sinew in there. That's one.
A lot of heads touching that footy.
Same team.
Normally, though, if you bring it down, it goes to the bloke who brings it down.
So the pad directly in front. Needed that. The statement of the night. Still tough for an umpire, that situation. Lots of hands in there.
We take it, you know, if you touch it first and you bring it down, even though there might be some incidental other hands touch the ball up there, it tends to be just overlooked.
Yeah. Particularly when the other hands are your team, yeah.
And Wayne, just the significance of the captain Pavlich doing that.
Well, when the rest of the side looks flustered and making mistakes, not able to hit targets, fumbling the ball, you need your captain to stand up, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, remember that sort of burst that Pavlich had in the grand final, which sort of got them right back in. Now they're away. Crowley, a little fumble. Spanger courageously. And then out wide to Shields. So 6 goals to 1 here. Shields on the left. Hale, good stretch, good mark against McFarlane. That was a terrific grab. Against quality opposition. So you heard what the umpire said. You shifted round, so off you go. Kick to the pocket. Rioli back. Rough head, wrong side. But neat-looking kick. Sandilands are able to make it in front of Segler. So it comes wide. Good one-on-one. And now Pearce. You just feel like the last couple of minutes have been good for the Dockers.
That's a beautiful kick too. They had him surrounded, but Main took the mark. Wants to go. Well, that's interesting. Realised the goal square was vacant. Nobody within 30 metres of the goal line. He gets it across to Pearce now anyway, who sends it long. Gibson goes back. And that would have been pretty close. He just touches it back across the line.
Wayne, we saw Matthew Pavlich get the goal before. Are his days of pinch hitting in the midfield over?
I don't think so. I think he's had a really good pre-season, and right now that's exactly what they need. They need a little bit of composure through the midfield, so putting him up there for 4 or 5 minutes I don't think could hurt.
Brad Hill to the outer side. In front, Lewis. Late whistle, he gets the free kick. Up from left half back. They need back-to-back goals. Crowley had a wonderful chance moments ago and blew it, running down towards half forward after they kicked that goal from Pavlich.
It just helps when you're winning the footy and the ball's being played in your front half. But both Hawthorn and Ruckman, they're making sure Sandlands is nowhere near Fremantle's forward 50. They're making him defend in the back 50. He's under pressure doing that.
Sandlands bumps it forward this time. Lewis got a boot to it, sends it close to the boundary. Brad Hill keeps it in. Too nimble for Mundy, comes away, sends it inside the forward 50. Off hands, Ibbetson's hurt, may have done a shoulder. Meantime, the loose ball is about 25 metres out. Picked up by Spur, too hot for Johnson, run himself back into trouble. McFarlane falling to the ground, Mazungu. Now it's with Duffield, goes with the outside of the boot, headed for the boundary. Burgoyne, Wiley just pushes it across, and Hawthorn will regroup.
Yeah, Ibbetson in trouble, isn't it? Is it forearm, do you think?
No, it's a shoulder. Yep, he's certainly done his shoulder. That's popped out.
You can see the joint out.
Look away now.
They look nasty.
So they defended so well there, the Dockers, because it did look as if Hawthorn were through. Well done, Mundy. To Neil, and then Neil to centre wing. Spanger held up Hanneth. Now Cheney outnumbered. He held his ground really well, Cheney. That's a win. Doesn't quite get what he wanted on the foot, though. Neil now. Dockers are over the back here. Mazungu. Now that kick, he just, he almost got enough on it, the Waters, but not really. I mean, he had to do better than Mazungu. They were in. Suckling gets it from Giray. Wide, Gunston. Now he's quick, Gunston. Does he take on Sutcliffe? No. Goes to Puopolo. Gee, I thought they were in there, Dennis. They had a couple over the back.
Oh, yes. And it could have gone the first time. The short one went back towards the middle. Here's Suckling anyway. He's got it. Comes right across the ground. Birchall. Trouble initially with the lights. Just chips it down towards half forward, pushing up. Shields has got it. And once again, control back with the Hawks after a bit of a flourish from the Dockers. Ball close to the boundary line. Shields attacking football. Segler falling to the ground. Simpkin. Shields running out of space. This one bounces inside the forward 50. Johnson tracks it back. Both players in that exchange wanting it out. And we'll have a boundary throw in. So Garrick Ibbetson. The bad luck continues.
Jeez, there's not much in that. He must just have the sloppy shoulder.
He's had a lot of injuries last year, of course. He's a fine player. Ooh. Shields got a high one.
Shield!
Yep. Had to be a free.
Nah, Shield. Right on, head with me, mate. 1 metre. Thanks, mate. Tonicum. Hold that line,
so
mate,
Liam
right
Shields. Wayne and Lee talked about the spread of goal kickers for Hawthorn in the first 2 matches. They had 10 down in Launceston, 10 last week. They've had 6 different goal scorers so far tonight. This a chance for 7. You see, no team's ever kicked 7 goals against a Ross Lyon coach Docker team in the opening term. She was right on his limit, you think. Gee, he's hit it well. He's going and hitting the post. Good kick.
Started the game exceptionally well, Liam Shields. That's his 10th disposal.
Had an ankle problem, Tom, last year and got back for the finals, but wasn't probably at his absolute best, but he started this year extremely well.
The All-Australian, Michael Johnson to bring it in, short. spur.
Hold.
Very handy pickup. There's Sheridan. Sub. The vest off, so it's only a matter of time. Exciting prospect. Kick comes outside the defensive 50. Pavlich was up. Missed by Crozier. Mundy fell over. Trying to work it forward is Langford. The umpire calls for it. The umpires tonight, incidentally, Farmer, Roseberry and Foot. Just outside the 50. Mundy up high. Likes to be third man. That time he was first man up. As the ball comes down towards half-forward. Burgoyne played it well. Mitchell loving being back in the action. Missed Rioli. That was a strange kick. It only went about 5 metres. Down goes Crowley. And listen to that roar. The man with the black hat is caught holding the ball.
It was a double banger. It was Rioli and it was Crowley. It doesn't get any better than that, does it?
No.
Mitchell off the step. Rough head. Kicked a spectacular goal earlier. So the sub has been activated. So rough head to full forward. Segler's there. Belted away. Shields. Still Shields. Centering. Not quite the mark taken. Back to Lewis. He's got a good leg, Lewis. Lovely kick to Hill. Now, on the run, he'd be a chance, but this is really going to test the kid. He might have to barrel it now. He doesn't know what we know. That this will be the last kick of the opening term.
15 seconds gone.
What a quarter it's been. Hawthorn have been spectacular, haven't they? And he's up and under a bit. But it doesn't take any of the gloss off what was a superb opening term. It's a surprising scoreboard. Rioli brilliant. So were his team. Some made. And it's a 30-point margin. Carlton draft Friday night footy at the G. It's Hawthorn 6-2 to Fremantle 1-2.